Good morning, Luther Jackson students, and welcome to your first day back here at school. I'm Mrs. Tohan, one of the assistant principals here.
I'm Mr. Radoon, another assistant principal.
And you'll also get to see Mr. Salgado. He is our third assistant principal. We're all here to support you and to make sure you have a super successful year. Today we wanted to come on and just review a few important expectations as they pertain to school. You will notice some posters that outline our Tiger Code in all different spaces at Jackson, in the hallway, in the classroom, cafeteria, restroom, and we're going to touch on some high points in all of these areas so that you really know what it is that we expect you to do at school, that we know you are capable of doing. And it's pretty simple. It's all around 3 R's: demonstrating positive relationships, being respectful, and being responsible.
Okay, so the first area that we want to focus on is hallways, and this is transition between classrooms as well as when you are entering and exiting the building at the start and end of school. Simple rules to follow: always walk on the right-hand side in the hallway. Our hallways are crowded, so for safety purposes, stay on the right. You're never allowed to run in the hallways, and always keep your hands to yourself. No horseplaying, no shoving your friends. No slapping each other on the backs. Just follow the basic rules in the hallways.
Same thing in the classroom. Once again, you're going to be respectful of one another in your class. Okay, that's where the learning is going to take place. You need to be respectful of others around you as well as the teachers. You want to be responsible, and you can see what that responsibility is going to look like. It's all outlined on the poster as a reminder for you. Get to class on time, bring your materials, bring your homework and your classwork so that that learning can take place. And we do want to remind you to please respect others' personal space and property. And just be kind to one another. Be kind and cooperative, because that goes a long way. You'll learn a lot more about our Positivity Project, and that is an initiative that really helps us make sure we see the very best in you come shining through here at Jackson. In the cafeteria, same thing. Keep those 3 R's in mind: being respectful, being responsible, and demonstrating positive relationships. When you might be seeing this presentation before you've actually made it to the cafeteria, or some of you might be seeing it after you've already come through the cafeteria. That is where we are going to go over some very specific protocols around how do we get into the lunch line, and what does cleanup look like, and what do I need to do, and we'll clarify all of that with you in the cafeteria. But I just want you to again think of those 3 R's and do your very best to be respectful, responsible, and demonstrate positive relationships. And that means if you see somebody just sitting by themselves, this is a good opportunity for you to include that person. Okay, we are a part of the Luther Jackson family when we come here to school. So please, please, please keep that in the forefront of your minds.
Okay, if we could go back 2 slides, please.
Okay, with regard to restrooms, again, think of that Tiger Code and think of your 3 R's. You need to make sure that the restroom is not a place to socialize. We've got plenty of space around the building for you to be with your friends and socialize. Restrooms, just go in, do your business, and you need to come out, okay? So it's literally flush, wash, and go, and you need to make sure that you're using the restroom at appropriate times, especially if it's during instruction. You want to make sure that you have a pass to go to the closest restroom, not the furthest one down the hallway, okay? Again, we just want you to be respectful, responsible, and demonstrate positive relationships. If you see something happening in a restroom that does not look right, you do need to walk away. You're not a snitch if you come and tell a trusted adult what's happening in there so that we can step in and help our students make better choices and fix whatever needs to be fixed. Clothing. I know that you guys are all coming off of your summer vacation, and sometimes the clothing that you pack to go to the beach is appropriate for the temperature, and our temperatures are still hot right now. But we want to make sure that you are dressed for success here at school. And so want to quickly go over this with you. You may not wear anything that sort of displays any type of vulgar, discriminatory, or obscene language or images on your t-shirts and other clothing. You may not promote anything illegal. You know what that means. So no gang symbols, nothing that has any type of a perceived threat in that statement that's on the t-shirt. Nothing that's going to promote the unlawful use of weapons, alcohol, tobacco, drugs, etc., etc. So again, this is school, focuses on learning. We want you to dress for that learning to be able to take place. And on the next slide, you're going to get to see some examples of what you should not wear. Some of it I've already covered, okay? You know this. And then one more slide forward, you'll get to see, oh yes, no hats, no hoodies, no sunglasses. Guys, we want to see your face. We want to get to know you. We want to be able to recognize you. So please don't cover up your face, okay? And then here, you know, especially with regard to the warmer temperatures right now before fall sets in, want to make sure that you're not wearing anything like this, okay? So for the guys, no sagging pants where we're going to have to see your underwear. We don't need to see that. Likewise for the ladies, we do not need to see your bra straps showing or cleavage showing. That's not appropriate, or short skirts and short shorts. It's okay for the beach. It's okay for Saturday and Sunday, not okay for school, okay? Because if you wear something that's not appropriate for school, please know that we're going to have to ask you to correct it. You know, whether that means somebody from home comes and brings you another outfit, or we find a PE uniform for you to put on. We just want to make sure that you're dressed for school.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Hahn. So next thing we want to talk about is fighting. I think each of you know that fighting is never an acceptable option in school, or really out of school, but just be aware that if a fight does occur, that there will be consequences for all parties involved, regardless of who started it, who threw the first punch. If two people are involved, then consequences you know, will be there for both students. Now, if somebody is threatening to fight you, you know, picking on you or so on, you need to let an adult know, the nearest adult know, so then they can notify us and we can help you out. Again, fighting is never an option here at school. Okay, so cell phones. This is one that students tend to get in a little bit of trouble with here, and we just want to make sure that we're real clear about the policies from day one. Okay, up top on the slide here, you see that your cell phones are to remain in your backpacks, turned off for the school day. Okay, so no cell phones in hallways, classrooms, restrooms, locker rooms, library. Cell phones are to be off and away. In the cafeteria, you may have your cell phone out, one earbud in, listening to music or you know, reading quietly on there. Social media is not acceptable in the cafeteria or at any other time during the school day. Earbuds and headphones at any point in the school day except in the cafeteria. Earbuds and headphones may not be visible at all. In other words, they are put away in your backpack as well. That includes earbuds draped over the ears, pulled through the shirt, dangling. All of that is unacceptable, and if you're seen with headphones out, most likely your headphones will be taken from you, and your parent will have to come pick them up from the main office. And that goes for cell phones as well. You know, basically, any electronic device that is being used at an inappropriate time will result in it being confiscated, and your parents will have to come pick it up. So leave those things off and away in your backpacks. All right, so Tigers in good standing. This is where, you know, students have a lot of fun at different points during the school year here, especially during our school dances, the student versus faculty basketball game. And Mr. Hofford has a bunch of other activities that are really going to be awesome this year. But in order to participate, you must be a Tiger in good standing. So what does that mean to be a Tiger in good standing? This next slide shows us right here. So beginning on Tuesday, when we come back from our holiday weekend, in each quarter, a student must have less than 10 unexcused tardies total. Okay, that is not in each class, that is total. All classes combined, 10 tardies or less, no more than 1 day assigned to in-school suspension, and no out-of-school suspensions. If you meet these three criteria, you are considered a Tiger in good standing, and you may attend the school dances and other functions. If you have too many tardies, you're going to have to hear your friends tell you about how much fun they had at the dance, because you're not going to be able to attend.
And if I could just add to that, I want to make sure you all know that this week we're going to help you find your classes. We're going to show you the way. You're going to learn, your routine for an odd day and an even day. So don't panic. Want to let you know we're all here to help you make sure you get to class on time. But once you know your schedule, then it is an expectation that you do value your instructional time in those classes where your teachers have worked so hard to plan instruction for you, and we want you there on time. And then we'll want to see you participating in these dances and having fun.
And focusing on, again, being a Tiger in good standing, or really what Ms. Tohan was talking about earlier, just doing the right thing, okay? Helping out a classmate in need, helping a teacher, walking down the hallway, you see some trash on the floor, you think no one's looking, you stop and pick it up. Those are all things, good character traits in people, and there's a pretty good chance you'll be recognized with a roar card. A teacher or administrator will have a roar card on them, and when you do something helpful around here, you'll get one of these. Hold on to your roar card, and as they add up, we do have various prizes that you can cash roar cards in for. Last year, one of the popular ones was during lunchtime on Fridays. If you had 30 roar cards, you could get a pizza delivered to the school. So I think that's a pretty good goal to strive for as well. And again, looking at the roar card, we're focusing, relationships, responsibility, and respect. Respect your friends, respect your teachers, respect yourself, and I think we're going to have a pretty good year. Okay, so and again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to come on and introduce ourselves and to go over our basic expectations. My office is located at the bottom of the 400 hallway. The doorway is always open. Please stop on by just to say hi, or if you have any questions or need any assistance. Ms. Tohan's office is in the 600 hallway. Her doorway is always open as well.
We're very excited as we want to support you this year.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great school year.